Darkcast Network. Welcome to the dark side of podcasting.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode number 23 of Stop Who Does That? Headline highlights for the week of February 16th. We hope everyone is enjoying their President's Day, and by now you had your Valentine's Saturday, so hopefully you had a fun time with that. Jackie starts her new job this week, so it's a very exciting week for all of us. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Jackie, and we are doing a special edition episode for you today. We've noticed that there is an issue in our city of Philadelphia that's been going on under the radar for quite some time. And in light of Nancy Guthrie going missing and so much focus being on her, we want to then turn the spotlight onto our own hometown and the many young boys who have gone missing in the weeks leading up to Christmas 2025 and going into the new year. So at this time of our recording, there are currently 16 missing juvenile males from the mid-December time period up until mid-February from the city of Philadelphia. Are they connected? What's going on in the city? And where are these boys? We wanted to give them the spotlight here and shine some light on their cases. And as we dive in here, I'm going to put up a graphic that I made mapping out districts of Philadelphia all these boys come from so we can see if there's any kind of pattern here. Okay. So this is what we have. The red pinpoints here are exactly where we have missing African American males. And historically, missing African American males do not get much attention at all when they go missing. Jenna and I are mothers of boys. Jenna has all boys. I have a boy and a girl. And I gotta say, Jenna, there's nothing like the love a mother has for her son. And we were both talking before we started this episode about the research we were doing on the boys, and just the one boy, like, it just brought tears to my eyes immediately looking at him because we see our sons in them. And I can't imagine how terrified these mothers are right now, not knowing where their little boys are. And some of them have been missing for months.
Yeah, we started looking into this right before Christmas. Jackie found some of these boys, like, coincidentally were going missing like
Within the same week
before
Yeah.
Christmas. And we thought that's so odd and sad and heartbreaking. And what is going on? That's so weird. And as we began looking more into it, which we have been doing since before Christmas, it just was more and more boys, all from the city of Philadelphia, and mostly between the ages of 12 and 16, would you say, Jackie? 14.
Yeah, it's at least under 16. At
Yeah.
least under 16. And I feel like that's such a young age. They're not yet driving.
School, they're doing activities, and these boys deserve as much attention
Guthrie.
as this Nancy Guthrie case is happening with this elderly woman. These boys deserve as much, if not more, attention. There are so many of them. It is disturbing and heartbreaking, and we want to bring awareness, especially because it's our city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, and we're not going to pretend like we know all the answers. We we don't come from law enforcement or anything like that. We simply want to give them this platform in our space to shine a light on these missing boys and hopefully get their names out there, get their photos out there, raise awareness. Start looking at missing children's posters in your local communities and just take a look at these kids
Pay
and see
attention.
who's been missing and pay attention, because I'm going to say, like, it's not often I'm seeing a white child go missing.
You know what, Jackie? If we do hear of a white child going missing, it's all over the news.
Yes.
And there's Amber Alerts, and there's a whole search about it. And for one child, this is 16 young boys that there have been no Amber Alert, like no media coverage, nothing. And it's not just one, it's 16. And if that doesn't bring alarm bells sounding off in your brain, then I mean, I don't know. And this could be happening in other cities as well. If you want to let us know some
Yeah, we'll
research,
talk about them too. We
we can
want to
bring
give
up
them the spotlight here
we can bring up
because,
your city
yeah,
too. If you want to provide us some insight or want us to look into the same or similar thing happening in your city, definitely let us know, because we suspect this is going on in other major cities.
absolutely. It
It's
has to
not
be.
being reported. It's not being reported. It's so.
I have seen some things on Facebook going around for some of these people, but I mean, beyond that, I I'm not really hearing about it. And like you said, no Amber Alerts are going out. And then we'll talk about some of the reasons, typically, if you will, that young teens go missing nowadays. There's multi factors that go on there based on our research. And again, we are just coming from this as mothers, and we want to amplify their voices here and get the word out. And we're not saying any of these are connected, but this is pointing to a problem here. I
A
mean, these are far
huge
too many kids.
problem.
Like, there should be 0 kids going missing, let alone 16 African American young teens.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll dive in here. We're going to start with the 22nd district. We have 3 boys. That was the most I found in a cluster that were missing from the same district. So District 22 is right over here. Say it's like not quite West Philly, but not quite South Philly.
I was gonna say it's very close to the center of.
Yeah. And again, we aren't in law enforcement, so we don't know what kind of things are happening in District 22. If you know, please let us know. Please put it in the comments if you know anything about these districts and what could be going on in those areas. But we have DJ Johnson, Salim Lee, and Tyson Bishop all missing from that area. So I'm going to start by pulling up their profiles here that are on the City of Philadelphia's missing children websites. All right, so this is DJ Johnson from the 22nd district. We have, all right, so if you're listening in your car and you're not watching us on YouTube, we are sharing the photos of the children. He was last seen at 7:30 a.m. on Friday, January 23rd, 2026, leaving his home on the 2500 block of West Oakdale Street in Philadelphia. He is 5'9", weighing approximately 140 inches. He has brown eyes, brown hair, and a distinguishable scar on the right side of his upper lip. At the time of his disappearance, he was wearing a navy blue Martin Luther King High School uniform shirt, khaki pants, and black New Balance sneakers. Jenna, it sounds like he was on his way to school.
Yeah, he was wearing a school uniform.
Yeah.
It's just makes me really upset. He was on his way to school like a normal Friday, and what the hell?
And he never returned.
What the hell?
I don't know. It doesn't tell us if he ever got to school or not. I mean, the information that I have here is what we have.
Right, because 7:30 a.m. was the last time, he was seen. Well, we don't know if he made it through the day of school or not. Yeah, but after that, he was never seen again.
Yeah, and I just Googled him just to see if there were any updates as we're recording. I don't see any indication that he was found. So he's been missing almost a month at this point. Where did he go? What happened? And it's been very cold out. But that's the J. If you have any information on any of these children's whereabouts, by the way, you can call the Northwest, so it's Northwest Philly, 215-686-3353 or call 911. All right, so DJ Johnson, we will keep you in our thoughts and prayers and hope you are safely returned. The next one that we have is Salim Lee. There we go. Salim Lee, he is also from the 22nd district. There's a photo of him. He's drinking from a Pepsi cup. He's kind of putting his hand up like, hey, don't take a picture of me.
Yeah.
He is 15 years old and stands 5'4", so he's kind of on the short side. He was last seen by his mother January 26, 2026 at 1 a.m. at their residence on the 2200 block of North 23rd Street. He weighs approximately 100 pounds, has brown eyes and black hair, and he was last seen wearing a black jacket and gray sweatpants.
Yeah,
Any
so-
information about him, again, dial 215-686-3093. I wonder what he was doing out at 1 a.m. though.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
he was right from the
January-
residence as well. So
Yeah. So January 26th at 1 a.m. So that's like a Sunday into Monday night. So he would have had school the next day. Was that the weekend we had all that snow?
no, I think
think
that was the weekend before.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
No, you're right.
Yeah, that we had all
Right,
that snow.
Right. You're right.
So it was
Right.
not a great night for him to even.
No, especially in the city. I'm pretty sure the streets were probably not even plowed at that point. Yeah.
I just Googled just to see any updates. I don't see any updates. So he is still missing. And to go missing on a weekend that we had like, what was it, a foot of snow?
Uh-huh.
Not good. Not good. Not good. All right. And then we have Tyson Bishop also from the 22nd District. It'll go faster when I edit this.
Yeah.
Very slow moving. All right. We have Tyson Bishop from the 22nd District. I wonder if these boys even knew each other, right?
Right.
So Tyson's 16, 5'8", 150 pounds, medium complexion, brown eyes, black dreadlocks extending to the bottom of his ear. So about there, I guess. I guess he's cut them
so
since the photo.
They're all the same age, basically.
Yeah. Wearing a black jacket, dark pants, unknown footwear, and carrying a red book bag. He went missing on Wednesday, February 4th at 7 p.m. on the 2200 block of North Camac Street. So he went missing fairly recently.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday at 7 p.m. Wednesday is the school night. 7 p.m. is usually around dinner time. I mean, it's like they disappear into thin air, right?
It's like they just walk down their block and are never seen again.
Right, exactly. Like or they said, hey, Mom, I'm going to go out and hang out with friends or something. And they just never come back.
Like, were they meeting somebody to do something?
Yeah.
They could have been meeting up with somebody and then got themselves into some trouble, or they could have simply just walked past the wrong thing at the wrong time. I don't know, but it's just too many.
Bizarre. All right. Well, that's the 22nd District. We're going to move on to the 2nd District. We have 2 boys missing. There were quite a few that had at least more than one. We have Ty Zahim Hockaday Smith. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's dressed up so nicely. Ty Zahim was reported missing by his mother on December 22nd, 2025. So right before Christmas. This is one of the boys that went missing right before Christmas.
Yeah, I remember that.
12:15 a.m. So in the middle of the night, she stated...
That's a Monday. That's an early Monday morning, just like the other.
Yeah.
That's Sunday to Monday morning. Again?
Yeah, just like the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday into Monday. She stated he was last seen earlier that day when she dropped him off at his grandparents' residence on 1300 block of McKinley. So she dropped him off at his grandparents, and after that, he went missing.
Was he the 15 or 16 as well? Oh, okay.
He's 14. He's 5'6", 130 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Last seen wearing black sweatpants, white sneakers, and a red hoodie, carrying a gray and black army-style duffel bag. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, he's from the northeast side of Philadelphia. So 215-686-3153. So District 2 is northeast Philadelphia. We have Anthony Clark is another one from northeast Philadelphia. So we have Anthony from the 2nd District. Oh, he looks so young.
Mhm.
Oh, he's 14. He's 14, 5'4", 120 pounds. He was last seen Tuesday, December 30th at 12 p.m. So that's like in the middle of the day at lunchtime on the 6600 block of Souter Street. So Tuesday, December 30th, he would have been off school, I would imagine. So maybe he was out playing. He is wearing a gray Under Armour sweatshirt, black Essentials hoodie, black polo shirt, and gray Asics sneakers. You are encouraged to call 215-686-3153 if you have seen him. We will keep you guys in our thoughts and prayers. We hope you are found. Let me just check and see. Anthony Clark, if he's been found since we sat down to record. Okay, hold on. There's more to this story. So he did go missing in November. Okay, he went missing in November and then he was found. But then we have him going missing December 30th. And I don't see... I wonder if... And here's one of the things we were going to get into is sometimes these teens do run away. So I wonder if when he went missing December 30th, if that was on his own volition. Yeah, I don't see that he's been found since this December 30th incident. So I really hope wherever he is, he's safe, and maybe he went on his own volition, which means he could be safe and alive somewhere.
Remember the case of Aubrey Wu from my area up here in Whitehall?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
she was missing. And that was on her. Her parents were around the clock doing interviews and this and that. And it turns out she ran away.
Yeah,
So
I remember that. And
I know,
she was found with like these older men.
Yeah, in like Tennessee or something. Oh.
Yeah, she met them online. Which is another conversation that we can have here is that we've been hearing more and more reports of teens like this age meeting people on like Roblox or gaming accounts, and they're meeting up with people.
Well, so remember the story we just did last week on Haley Busby?
Yep.
She was 17 and met up with a 39-year-old man she met online gaming. So that's, besides running away or being, recruited by gangs, meeting people through online gaming or Roblox or Snapchat is a real possibility as well. Back in Jackie and I's day, we didn't have that. There was no online gaming. There was no social media. There was AOL chat rooms.
Yeah.
You could talk to like somebody from a different country and we would be like, oh my God, it's so funny. It's wild. But we would never go meet up with them.
I know. I felt like, I don't know, at least in my home, my mom scared me to death about ever talking to somebody on the internet. I mean, I'm hearing from people that are adults now and they're like, oh, you didn't do this in the chat rooms and like pretend you were, and I'm like, no, I didn't do that. Like, I just clicked out of the chat if they tried chatting me. But I don't know. It's getting more prolific and they pretend to be children on a lot of these apps.
Yes. And you can't tell. Like, I play Roblox with my son sometimes, and like, you really can't tell if it's another young child or if it's a 40-year-old man, because they know how to talk like a child.
Yeah.
You can pick up on things, but there's so many people that play these online games. It's impossible to tell.
Yeah. So we're moving to the 35th district, which looks like it's West Philly. So we have Daniel Brown. Daniel Brown is 13 years old. He was reported missing from the city's Logan section. He was last seen by his family on Wednesday, January 21st at 7 a.m. at his residence on 5200 block of North Hutchison Street. There's no available description about the clothing he was wearing at the time of his disappearance. So I wonder if he left for school before his mom or dad. Maybe they had gone to work already, so maybe they didn't know what he put on that morning. He's 5'4", 198 pounds. The Northwest Detective Division is leading the investigation. So if you know anything, dial 215-686-3353. Here's what he looks like.
love to know if these boys
Yeah.
made it to school or not, because I
I
think it
know.
makes a big difference. If they went missing at 7 or 7:30 a.m. versus like 3 p.m.
I'm willing to bet they didn't make it to school
Yeah.
because I feel like they would have said like last seen at school, right? I would
Yeah.
hope that would be
Yeah.
what they would say here.
Yeah.
Or leaving school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I take that to mean he didn't even make it to school. And if you notice, there's like a trend. They're either leaving early in the morning or late at night.
Yes, and I want to point out that here in Pennsylvania at 7 a.m., it's still dark. So it's
Yes.
especially in January. Now that it's February, in mid-February, it's starting to get lighter.
Yeah.
The sun rises like 6:50, but back in January and certainly December, it was pitch black at 7 a.m., just like 1 a.m. So they're going missing or leaving in darkness.
So then here's Elijah Everett. He's from the same district. He went missing December 20th. So he's one of the boys that went missing around Christmas at 10:45 p.m. on the 200 block of Shelton Avenue. He's 15 years old, 4'11", 130 pounds. Clothing description unknown. I kind of take that to mean the parents didn't know what he was wearing. So maybe they were at work or they didn't see him that day.
It was at night. I
Yeah.
think he left at night. So
December 20th. What day of the week is that? That is a Saturday. Okay, so it was a Saturday. He went missing
Saturday
at
night.
night. Man. I hope he's found. Let's see if there's any updates. Elijah Everett. No, I don't see anything. That's a long time to be missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Horrible.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next district. So we're moving to the 12th district. This looks very south. Yeah, almost near like Delaware County. So Delaware County is over here. Getting close to Delaware there. Robert Moyala and Mohammed Sissi. So this is Mohammed. He went missing Friday, January 30th.
Oh, in the
7:30
morning.
a.m.
Again.
Yeah.
So this is a pattern here. It's 7:30 a.m. or
Yeah.
late at night.
10 years old, 5'5", 210 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. He was wearing a black North Face coat, knitted hat, and carrying a blue Under Armour book bag. Please call us to Southwest Philadelphia, 215-686-3183 or call 911. So here's what he looks like. Oh, he looks like such a good kid.
It's so heartbreaking.
Wow. It's like, I don't know what else to say. It's like, that's all the information that we have, but we want to get this out there. Just because representation matters and getting them visibility here. That this is like, we're already noticing some patterns here. I mean, it could mean nothing. It just means they were last seen going to school, right? Okay, we have Robert Moyala. I do wonder if these boys went to school together, right? Like, or if they knew each other. We don't know that information because all we're seeing is what
the connection could be, but I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of them went missing in the early hours before school.
Well, this is the one he brought to me.
This makes me really choked up.
He's so little. He's 13 years old, Robert Moyala. He was last seen Saturday, January 17th at 5:30 p.m. on the 2000 block of South Bonafin Street. He could be in the North Philadelphia area or Darby area. So North Philadelphia would be farther north than where his district is. I wonder... But then Darby is closer to where he lives. So I wonder if he had friends maybe he could have gone to see.
What I'm thinking right now with seeing Robert's picture and reading about him, I'm wondering if some of these cases could also be a parent taking them.
Yeah. Yeah, please call Southwest Detectives 215-686-3183. His photos, he's so sharply dressed. He's wearing like a
He's wearing a
tuxedo and
nice suit.
two tuxedos. He's
Yeah.
adorable.
He's well dressed, what looks well taken care
Yeah.
of. I feel like a possibility to some of these cases could be a parent
It
taking the
could be
child.
like something
Um,
domestic's going on. And those were all the things that we were going to talk about is like they could have a hard home life that they could be running away from.
yeah,
But at 13, I'm like, I don't know that a 13-year-old would do that. I could see a 16, 17-year-old. But
I think
again,
if it's bad enough,
if it's bad enough, yeah. Or like you said, sometimes when there's custody battles, there's parents that take the other child.
yeah.
And that's considered kidnapping. If you're violating a court order, that's considered a kidnapping.
Mhm.
But to be gone that long, that's kind of weird. There's also the possibility of gangs recruiting
Recruitment.
young boys. They start them young. We actually networked with somebody through social media. He works in law enforcement, and we ran some of this by him. And now, granted, he does live out of state, but we asked him to take a look and see if we were crazy, thinking there might be a pattern here. And he kind of gave us some ideas to explore. And one of them was like gangs. That they do start these boys young, and they don't typically, like, sometimes they don't have father figures in their lives. And when you've got an 18, 19-year-old gang member coming to you, or even a 25-year-old gang, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah, he
they
did
seem like
say that.
a father figure, a big brother figure to you, and they're recruiting
Yeah.
you.
It's very enticing, to these young
Yeah.
boys.
And we're not saying that's the case for any of these, but we're
No,
just
it's
offering
a
some
possibility,
suggestions
and
here
that
that
makes them feel like a sense of belonging and a
right,
sense of family. That because you ask yourself, why would they leave home? Well, maybe their home life wasn't giving them that, and then they're
right.
they're, they're feeling wanted and needed in this gang
Mhm,
relationship, and that's obviously not the only reason. It's just one of many reasons.
mhm.
That these kids are going missing. Oh, this one made me
Oh,
upset
he's
too.
so cute. I loved
Yeah,
him.
his little
Alfonso, he
glass.
went missing around Christmas, December 22nd. 2025, he went missing from the 25th district. So the 25th district, oh, sorry, I didn't show you guys the map. We moved on to, so this is like almost smack dab in the middle of the
And
city. So previously we were more south. So this is, sorry, Alfonso. He's 16 years old. On December 18th, he was last seen at 3:30 p.m. He left his residence on the 4200 block of North 6th Street and has not returned. He's 5'7", 110 pounds, thin build, brown eyes, medium brown hair. He's last seen a white t-shirt and gray sweatpants. Please call East Detectives at 215-686-3243 or call 911 if you see him. He looks so young in this photo. I wonder how recent this is.
he's
But then again,
adorable.
16-year-olds, they are young, they're
Think like they have a they just have a certain look. Like some look
Mhm.
so little, and then
And
some
then
look
some
like
look so
grown men.
grown, yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard, but it's just it's really heartbreaking when you see the magnitude of how many there are, which Jackie and I have when we're searching through this, just the magnitude of how many makes such an impact, emotionally.
He is 15, and he was last seen, he reported missing from North Philadelphia. He was last seen leaving his residence on the 4100 block of North Broad Street at 10 p.m. on February 5th. So that's a Thursday night at 10 p.m.
Another one at like
Investigators believe he may currently be in the vicinity of 15th and Market in Center City. So I wonder if that means they think he went missing on his own volition, you
yeah,
know?
and Market and Center City like that's in the middle. Like that's a very well populated like there's a lot of
Mhm.
businesses and you would I'm saying you would think he would be found if that's where he was.
I don't see that he's been found. I just looked on Google. Let me find Alfonso. I don't know that I double checked to see if he was found yet at the time of this recording. Um, Renedio. Renedio. Let me see. What? Is that the same one? Okay, so I think Alfonso may have gone missing before. There's an article from March 17th, 2025. Yeah, I wonder. Let's see. This is the second time now I found an older article. Let me go back to Alfonso. I wonder if they do this. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's easy for us now to see, like, maybe they're kind of running away versus this is just weird, or maybe it's a parent type situation.
Like taking them and bringing them back.
Yeah, so December 18th, he went missing again. So I wonder if he came back and then went missing again. Because I'm finding this article here. Look. Philadelphia Police State. Yeah, so this is dated March 17th for Alfonso, 2025. Yeah, he went missing then. His disappearance causes concern among authorities and community members. I mean, I don't.
Well, and it says the first 48 to 72 hours is the most
Are the
critical,
most
which we know.
critical.
Now it's going on weeks and months. So, I mean,
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find an article where he was actually found from that March. I can't find anything. But, I mean, I don't think it's good that he went missing again and he's been gone for so long.
I also want to say that it's not like bodies are turning up all over the city. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that they're deceased. I think they're just straight up missing.
Yeah. So the research that we've done, to bottom line here, uh, nationally from national data, 350,000 missing children I'm sorry, let me back up. 350,000 children are reported missing across the U.S. each year. Black children are reported missing disproportionately relative to their share of the population. Black youth make up a large percentage of missing youth missing. For example, I can cut that out. All right. Okay. Other analysis report children of color, including Black, Hispanic, multiracial, make up 59% of missing children entries. That is alarming.
Yeah, it is, because what is being done about this?
Yeah. Are they being taken seriously? And again, I mean, we kind of uncovered some things here, like maybe a parent violated a custody order, or maybe they went missing on their own. But 60% is a lot of 350,000 of the national numbers.
Yeah, I'm sure that major cities make up a bulk of that. Major cities are more populated, so there's going to automatically be a higher chance of missing children and people from a city. But still, like, how are they handling this? Is if you can put Nancy Guthrie all over the news
Yeah.
24/7,
Yeah.
why can't you do the same for these missing boys? That's
Yeah.
what makes me sick.
Well, I was trying to figure out, is this rare for that many boys to go missing in a short amount of time? Because what stood out to Jenna and I was how, like, I mean, there's girls missing, don't get us wrong, but like, there's a lot of boys in this short amount of time. And I found out there was an article from, looks like local radio station here in Philadelphia, 95.5 FM. They ran a report in November of this past year, November 2025. The city of Philadelphia is asking for help as they search for 30 children who were reported missing since the beginning of November. That's 30 kids in 30 days. That's a lot. I mean, I don't know what other cities stack up to be like, but 30 kids in 30 days? Unbelievable.
That's alarming, and it's not right. And I feel like the police and the government, I just feel like it just gets put to the back burner. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the time and effort we're putting into finding an old lady. Don't get me wrong, like, she deserves to be found, but I mean,
If you
all those
put even
resources.
half of the resources, even half of them, into these missing boys, like, come on. Like, what
They
are we doing?
probably could find them. Yeah.
Put some
So,
effort. Put some resources. Put some effort. Unless you don't want them to be found, or you just simply just don't care. I mean, it's clearly an epidemic, and I feel like no one talks about it.
no. And we're so glad that we are talking about it and bringing this awareness to you. As we close out, I just want to say, if you know anything about these boys, please go to authorities. If you want us to continue this conversation, please let us know. And if you want to educate us on any of these topics, please do. Kind of like half bringing this to your awareness as also asking you guys to give us information on what's contributing to these missing children. Like I said, there are girls missing, but I mean, there's a lot of boys too.
And if you want us to look into your city as well, we can certainly do that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time today, guys. We hope you enjoy. We are switching up our format a little bit as I head back to work. I will have an hour commute each way, so kind of cuts into the editing time. So we will get them out to you as we can and focus on special topics as well as our deep dives. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
First came love, then came lies, control, and murder. I'm Kai, host of Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide, the true crime podcast where I tell real stories of relationships that were doomed bonds from the start. Reacting with raw honesty, passionate rants, and unfiltered frustration when justice isn't served. I give you new full episodes every Monday with mini cases every Wednesday and Friday.